guys, so first off, I'm going in with the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm taking that soft brown shade and just starting to dust this into my crease and using this as my transition shade. I'm just taking that with a big fluffy brush. This is a Morphe E27 blending brush, and I'm just diffusing that into my crease and slowly building up that color. This is just going to serve as a base so everything else from this point on blends nicely. And then I'm going in with like this muted kind of reddish brown shade, which is a little bit deeper in tone, and I'm starting to deepen up the crease. I'm taking more of like a tapered blending brush and just starting to deepen up the outer corners and dragging that inward in my crease as well, and just slowly building up that color. And then next I'm going in with this shade from Anastasia. This is Red Earth, and it's just, again, this is a little bit deeper than that last color. I'm just really wanting to slowly build up the gradient of this look, and again, it's nothing very harsh, it's just all kind of softly diffused, but by adding the different colors, it's going to really give this eye look a lot of depth and dimension. And then I'm going in with this eyeshadow from Anastasia as well. This is in the shade Beauty Mark, and this pulls a lot more like plum tones. So I'm just deepening up that outer corner, and again, just dragging that a little bit up into my crease and just really building up the depth and dimension of that outer corner. And in between each color, I like to go back in with a big fluffy blending brush just to blend out the edges and make sure everything is nice and seamless and there are no harsh lines. And then I'm going in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm just cleaning up the inner corner of my lid space. This just really opens up my eye area because I do have hooded lids. And then I'm going to set that with Tempera from the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and I did mix it with a little bit of Peach Smoothie from Makeup Geek just to kind of tone down the white shade of that Tempera color. And then I'm just blending out the edges just to make sure everything is nice and seamless, and also blending out the outer corner, you know, just to make sure that one color fades gradually into the next. And then I'm going in with the Dose of Colors Desi and Katy collab. This is the liquid lipstick in the shade Sauvage, and it's a deep plum shade. So I'm using this as my eyeliner, and I'm horrible at filming this, so I just showed you guys that I'm putting this on, but I basically created a wing off camera. And then I'm going to go in with the Desi and Katy Dose of Colors collab, the Girls palette, and I'm taking the color Turboson, which is a beautiful like shimmery purple shade, and I'm packing that on top of the liner. This is just going to give it a nice pop of shimmer for when the light catches it. It just looked so beautiful. So just taking my time with packing that on. And now moving on to the face, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Primer. So I'm just taking that to my entire face and rubbing that into the skin. And I actually was going to do like a talk through first impressions using the Fenty products, but something messed up with my audio, so I decided just to go ahead and do a tutorial with it still. And then I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Foundation in the shade 240. So just dotting that on my skin, and then I go in with my Beauty Blender and just blend this all out. And honestly, I absolutely love this foundation. Especially from a girl with oily skin. It's just very nice, long-lasting foundation that keeps me matte throughout the day. And then I'm going in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is in the shade Light Medium, I believe. And I'm just concealing my under eye area, just blending that out with a damp beauty blender as well. If you guys want to see a full like review and kind of my thoughts on the whole Fenty Beauty line, let me know. I can do that for you guys as well. But I know there's already a lot of videos out there that have done reviews on her products. And then here I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Match Sticks. This is the matte skin stick in the shade Mocha, and I'm just using this to contour. So just taking that, you know, around the perimeter of my hairline, my cheekbones. I take a little bit down the sides of the nose. I did it under my lip as well as on the jawline. And then I blended this out with a damp beauty blender. In all honesty, after playing with this a little bit, I think it blends out better with a brush. The beauty blender, I feel like, kind of soaks up a little bit of the product, and it kind of made it a little bit patchy. So if you guys do use this product, I recommend using it with a brush. But either way, I really loved the contour shade. I think it's the perfect shade. It's not too cool, it's not too warm, and it just gives you like a nice natural contour. And then I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty, this is the Match Sticks Shimmer Stick in the shade Starstruck, and oh my goodness, I am obsessed with this highlighter stick. I like to use it with my finger because I feel like it kind of warms up the product, and then I just tap it on any area that I want to highlight. So obviously on the tops of the cheekbones, the cupid's bow, I took a little bit to the center of my chin, the tip of the nose and bridge of the nose, and this is just a stunning highlight. I liked to use it with my finger better because I felt like when I applied it directly to the skin that it kind of budged my foundation underneath. And this way I felt like just with the warmth of my finger it just sat on the skin a lot better. I absolutely love the magnetic packaging of the matchsticks. I think it's super cute. And then I also went in with a little bit of bronzer. This is the NARS Laguna bronzer, just to set that cream contour and also to deepen it up just a little bit as well. So basically just taking that around the perimeter of my face and just setting all of those cream products so they basically are locked down. And then I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt highlighter. Oh my goodness, like I have not been this obsessed with a highlighter and I don't know, in a hot minute. This is the shade, what is this? Mean Money and Hustla Baby, and I'm using the shade Hustla Baby, which is just like super intense, and like this highlight combo, I don't even know, like I'm at a loss for words right now. So just basically setting that cream highlight, and then I'm going in with the Becca Cosmetics blush in the shade Wisteria. It's just kind of like a nice plum toned pink blush, so popping that on the apples of my cheeks, and then I like to go in with a stippling brush and just blend out the edges to make sure everything's nice and soft and there are no harsh lines and just everything's nicely blended. And moving on to the lower lash line, I'm basically using the same shadows that I used in my crease. So I'm starting off with that soft brown shade from the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and then I start building up to the deeper tones. I went in with like that reddish brown shade, and then I go in with a flat definer brush, and I'm using that plum shade from Anastasia in the shade Beauty Mark, and just defining the lash line. And then I go back in and just kind of blend it out, make sure everything is nice and seamless. And then for liner, I'm using the MAC Eye Kohl in the shade Costa Riche, which is a beautiful reddish brown. It's my favorite shade to put in the waterline. And then of course, can't forget to pop on some mascara. I'm using the Tarte Tarteist Lash Paint Mascara. And I did use some single lashes for my upper lash line. I just basically helped to like enhance my natural lashes, especially like a little bit on the outer corners, just to make it look a little more wispy. And then I'm going in with the Dose of Colors Desi and Katy Sauvage liquid lipstick. This liquid lipstick, I am obsessed. Like, it is so pigmented for being such a dark color. And basically this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching as always. Bye guys!